What is up, everybody? Apparently, I've lost my voice. I don't know what happened there. But happy Monday anyway. Hey, what's up, Malone? And what's up to everybody lurking in chat, watching a VOD, or wherever, however you may be watching. Welcome to another stream. And another week, I guess. It's Monday. I think it is, right? Yep. Tonight we are going to be playing some more of this. We started GENJI on Saturday stream, mostly kind of intending to see what it's all about. This was part, of course, of a little pile of games here that we ended up only playing Sarugetsu 2 and GENJI. We've got some Virtua Fighter Cyber Generation and Kinnikuman Generations here, which I don't know, one of these decades we'll get to check out, I suppose. Under other circumstances, I may have been compelled to take a look at some of those games tonight. However, I was really enjoying GENJI. I wasn't entirely sure what to make of it at first, and I got the impression that it would be a little more text intensive and kind of, impeded by language barrier and other things. I wasn't convinced that it would make for a good stream experience for me or for you. But as I played a bit more of it, that changed. I mean, I can't speak for you guys, but I, for one, was having a great time with it. And in fact, I was really eager to continue playing. Yeah, Mondays, yeah, it's big what a week. I actually had a very crazy, hectic day today. And, I mean, it was fun, but it was a lot. And, I don't know, I think it's going to be a few weeks before, my kind of work situation evens out a little more. Not necessarily in terms of workload, but more so me getting used to it. I'm still... I mean, well, I guess I can't really, in good conscience, say I'm still in vacation mode, but I'm slowly but surely kind of getting into gear, getting into the swing of things, and in the meantime, it can be a little... certain days can be a little intense, a little overwhelming, but I'm still... doing my best to maintain my streaming schedule, especially after last week got all messed up. But you know, I've been doing this schedule for, I don't even know, a good couple of months at this point. I think I started, it's probably like 6 months ago at this point. I think it was like early this year. So maybe even more than 6 months. Damn, time. What is even time? I don't know. But from once I started deciding to stream on regular times, regular days of the week, it's been a nice change because I used to have a very sporadic schedule, and I used to always feel stressed out about like feeling guilty for not streaming. So even though I don't necessarily stream any more often, I know which days I'm supposed to stream, and I know what are my days off, and I don't have to worry about it. But also certain times when I might feel a little exhausted from work or whatever it might be, having this as kind of a obligation, if I can use that word. It doesn't feel like an obligation per se, but having like some amount of very light external pressure to actually do the stream. I pretty much always end up feeling glad that I did it. So I think it works out pretty well. What's up, Sanuj? Happy Monday to you. Yeah, GENJI was like one of those games that I had a very vague idea of, like, people seem to have a positive impression of it. And it was cheap enough that I figured, you know what, why don't I pick this up and see what it's like? And I got a whole bunch of these like PS2 3D action games, and most of them I haven't gotten around to yet. Some of them we did check out very briefly, Altered Beast, and I keep forgetting what the other game was, and I was told last time, but I forgot it again. Chaos Legion, right? I remember, barely. And those were kind of, I don't know, not that great. Genji, however, pretty damn good game so far, and I'm definitely intrigued to play the sequel, if only to like just. Can you call it closure? I don't even know, but like. I would really be interested in playing it to compare it to the first game, if nothing else. I mean, obviously, the Genji sequel is just, you know, will live on in infamy forever. What with giant enemy crabs and real-time weapon switching and all of that. But that is a game like, that's the thing, right? Whenever you hear anything about either Genji game, it's literally, oh, the second one was way worse than the first one. That's like the only thing. I know that's the only thing I knew about either game, really. But as always, you know, I'm always a fan of experiencing games firsthand to form my own opinion, and not relying on hearsay and rumors and general consensus, because I know my taste in games well enough to know that it rarely aligns with general consensus. It's not to say that I want to play Genji on PS3 because I expect it to be good. But well, that's more a case of wanting to just have the experience with it. Leon Morgan, welcome. Yeah, like I'm not like super like knowledge. Well, I'm not even remotely halfway knowledgeable about Japanese history, really. But I'll take your word for it. It's like just a somewhat different setting, you know. To me, it's like, I don't want to say that it's all the same, but it's, you know, it's I'm ignorant of it, so it's probably a little bit lost on me. But regardless of comparisons to other things, I've been pretty impressed with the first game, at least so far, in like the variety, the different environments, and the, you know, we've had some cool characters and boss fights and even monsters and stuff. So I was worried in the very beginning that even though the graphics were very nice looking, that it would be very repetitive, kind of samey types of environments, because I think that is also something that can kind of come with the territory of these like medieval Japanese settings. I mean, not to say that games in contemporary settings can't have boring ass environments. That's very true as well. But you know, you're not necessarily likely to go to like very different, like you'll have forests and caves and medieval villages and medieval castles, and that's like, that can kind of be it sometimes. But Genji's done a really good job of like having interesting like lighting and colors and different moods, and then we went to this like winter area, and it's been pretty cool. I've been pretty impressed, because I feel like it could have easily been a lot more boring to look at. Yeah, like I get the the timeline in very rough broad strokes. I just mean that, like, realistically, you know, a game set in Europe in the 1100s or the 1500s, I feel like I would tell the difference quite clearly. But if it's set in Japan or in China or in Egypt or some other part of the world that I don't know as well, I think some of that nuance would be lost on me. That's all. But like I said, even disregarding that kind of perspective on it, judged on its own merits, I think Genji has been a very nice looking game, and it's pretty, you know, it plays pretty well too. The combat's pretty fun. Can't say I'm an expert on it or anything. But even like mostly button mashing my way through the story, not paying attention to what little of it I can grasp with my mediocre Japanese, the game's still really fun. So yeah, we'll be playing this tonight, and I would suspect that we will most likely continue to play this on Thursday stream. And I don't know how long the game is. I think it's quite likely that we will not be done with it. I feel like it's a type of game that might be a little bit longer, so maybe, who knows? I mean, we'll keep playing. However, I think it is imperative that we do get back to the Metroid marathon at some point. So the plan for now is that on Saturday we will resume our playthrough of the Metroid games with Super Metroid. which I'm feeling pretty confident that I could get through in a single stream, because I have played that game before, and I'll be able to stream a bit longer, so that should probably go well. But for tonight, it's more Genji on the menu, so let's hop on over here. Genazine, welcome, welcome. Let's see how this works then, if we can boot things up. Hopefully, technical issues will not be quite as rampant on as they were on Saturday. Of course, my launch model PS2 has a little bit of a time identifying DVDs, but we'll get there. It's an essential part of the slowdown mechanic. Yeah, this is like the Kamui is called, right? I should maybe look at the manual, because we kind of jumped in. I wasn't expecting to like start a proper playthrough of the game last time, so I didn't really pay any attention. In fact, I kind of deliberately skipped all the tutorials. The manual's pretty cool. It's like landscape mode. Let me see. There's like a shit ton of lore. I can't remember. Oh yeah, there's a cool CG intro. We'll watch that, I guess, while I take a look at this and see if I can make sense of, if I can learn anything new, I suppose. I'm doing well today, thank you. I'm catching up here on manual lore. Oh, interesting. You can use Kamui, they stack. Okay, cool. That's good to know. I did not know that. And I would not likely have found out myself. So that's going to be a big help. Well, I guess I would probably find out because I'm reading the page right now, but I appreciate it nonetheless. It does, the game, the manual does mention you can stack Kamui. The thing I'm not super clear on, I guess, is like, I guess you use it for the slowdown. I saw something, some comment on I was just looking up something on game FAQs real quick. And I saw a comment that said something about using it in boss fights. And I assume it's mostly for the slowdown. But maybe you can do the Kamui counterattack. I don't know. Because there is a counterattack, like parry, riposte, whatever mechanic that I'd kind of forgotten about, which is completely separate from the Kamui thing if you just attack right before you get hit. But the manual does say that there are attacks that cannot be countered. So I guess you're kind of at the mercy of I don't know, like, I guess you don't know whether an attack is counterable. So if you fail a counter, I guess there's no feedback on whether you timed it incorrectly or if the game just, if it was just an attack that you cannot counter, which is a bit, which can be a little bit iffy. But yeah, I saw something about like the special ingredients, whatever the items you need for the crafted special items that you go to the blacksmith for. Apparently those drop, there are like set item locations for them, but they can also drop if you kill strong enemies with Kamui or something. It seemed a little tricky, but I should definitely just try to use Kamui more because I was pretty lax on using it. Cinematic capture was that is an appropriate username from what we just saw. Yeah, this game has a shit ton of CG cutscenes. The production value in this game is quite impressive. Right, so, oh yeah, we even started, right. So, where we're at right now, so the game has two characters. This is Yoshitsune, and the other character is Benkei. Those are the two guys on the cover art right there. So we have our, what was it called? Amehagane, the heavenly steel, which is these things that we put some kind of orbs into to level up health, attack power, and defense. I think if we go to our inventory, these are like story items, yeah. Yoshitsune no Amehagane. So yeah, this is the one he has. Benkei has the orange one. And then there's a few other ones, which I guess are the ones we've kind of collected throughout the game. Oh yeah, this is one of these is like the first ingredient we got for a special weapon. Oh yeah, these necklaces are just like charms to open up sealed passageways. I don't think they have any use at this point. But anyway, the we're supposed to go find, like, so we were in this temple, or we were in a cave where there was a golden temple who spoke to us, and it basically instructed us to travel to two like alternate worlds. Benkei went to this underground world to fight a bunch of dogs and a giant Asura, after which he was able to collect a Amehagane. And now we're playing as Yoshitsune to go to this kind of sky world to basically do the same thing. Yeah, I figured that there were some routing differences because we saw some stuff. Like Yoshitsune commented on a doorway saying, or not a doorway, a door, basically saying, looks like you could break it down, but I'm not strong enough. And Benkei said something about like, looks like you could climb up here, but I'm not agile enough or whatever. But this location is really cool. It's like the coolest one in the game so far. Oh, I guess we made it to the boss. I didn't really intend to play this far into this section last stream. But it was really sick. Alright, do I remember the controls? Is the question. Oh, I probably don't want to stand there. Right. Oh, I get frozen. Okay. Oh, that's bad. So let's just give this a try. Okay, I can kind of see how this... I mean, it didn't really help me there. Oh, interesting. So I only lose one... Oh, I get hit once and I lose basically one level of Kamui. I'm trying... God damn it. I was trying to dodge, but I was like... kind of locked into an angle that didn't... I'm like circle... Like you're locking on when you're blocking. So I was kind of moving in a semicircle around the boss, which didn't actually help me get out of the way. Alright, getting move 2. Excited here. This boss seems way easier than the one Benkei had to fight. Maybe I just had very low health, Benkei. Because I've been doing terribly. Or I've been playing terribly. But I'm still kind of doing okay. Oh. Okay. See, I keep getting lucky even though I'm kind of shouldn't. Oh yeah, so I guess maybe I should have I guess I probably should have tried to use Kamui just for the killing blow, if that would help somehow. Because it seems like when you're fighting regular enemies, if you use Kamui but you fuck up the counter attack timing, it seems like like you're failing Kamui basically, and you're like you drop out of it. I don't know. I still don't have a complete grasp on it. I guess I hope we don't have to play the game over from the beginning. But we're still, like, I think, somewhat early in Chapter 2. I don't know how many chapters there are, but hopefully we're not far enough into the game that we have to redo everything. Yeah, I like that there's a lot of... you can, like, look at stuff in the environment. I mean, I'm not really paying attention to it. I'm skipping a lot of the dialogue and text and everything. But it's a cool little touch. Oh, I guess... No! Okay. I thought those rocks were like a wall, but I guess they were a path. Like, part of me is tempted to, like, redo this fight, because... You know what, fight, let's... Can I, like... Oh yeah, I can do this. Yeah, let's do this. I can do that way better, because health is, like, kind of at a premium. I mean, I discovered right at the end of last stream that there is actually a dude who sells healing items. And before I figured that out, they were very, you know, scarce. But even so, I think I don't have to get through this fight losing that much health. Yeah, the timing for being able to cancel out of your attack can also be a little... See, I tried to cancel with the block and I didn't, but I just didn't get hit. See, I fucked up the cancel, but I still... was just super lucky with how the movement happened to put me out of harm's way. No, I did not mean to do a neutral jump, and I'm taking just as much damage. Okay, yeah, I'm doing even worse now. So let me see if I can. Okay, so you can't. Wow. Okay. I did not think that would be a thing. Okay. Well, okay. I want to do that then, because I figured... I just took for granted that that would not be a thing. I don't know. Not sure why I took that for granted, but... No, like, I know how Kamui works. I think I had the impression that when I tried to activate it on some other fight... I think I got the impression that it didn't do anything. That the boss was not affected by it. Whoa, what the... Okay, well that was a great use of meter. I figured I'd be able to build enough meter back up. I guess I fucked up by pressing the button. But I get tripped up by her teleports, or like she's kept phasing out existence. Dude, I was totally blocking that? See, like, why? What was happening there? Like, her attacks just, like, wasn't hitting me, and I was pressing square and nothing happened at all? Like... Yeah, I guess the spacing has to be right also. But normally, like, previously at least, it seems that I can basically stand still and rely on the enemy, like, getting into the right position. Oh, I take pretty significant chip damage, actually. Like, I'm fine redoing this as, like, practice. But if I do get the Kamui kill, like, I'm not gonna redo it. Just for the sake of maintaining a little more health. I love that move. Alright, so... Well, I can see if I can maybe... You build Kamui meter pretty quickly. Yeah, I mean, I could have probably built up another bar before she died, I mean. Yeah, I'm fully aware of that. The only thing I'm confused with is why she is putting herself in a spot where she attacks me and her attacks just whiff. And if I press the button trying to counter with the correct timing, but she puts herself in the wrong spot, the counterattack doesn't come out, and possibly the Kamui mode just ends. Fuck's sake! her ice pillar thing already spawned, so... Yeah, but I'll still do it every chance I get just to kind of practice it, but... I mean, compared to, like, every other enemy, I feel like it's really weird with this one. I don't know if it's meant to be that way just to make it a little more difficult because it's a boss. I don't think that's the case, probably. I feel like I need to just look at her sword aura thing to see where she's teleporting and move closer, because I think when the range is wrong, it's because the distance is too great. That seems to be the case. In other words, like, I don't think I can be too close for it to work. No, I was just mashing there. I completely lost my composure. Dude, like... I just have a terrible grasp on the timing of... Because you can definitely cancel into blocking, but I just can't get that... I don't know. I don't have a great sense for when I'm able to... Like, the level of commitment, basically. There we go. So I don't think I necessarily got anything at all for doing that, but it was still worth... Oh yeah, I need to hit. I do come out of this with more health than the first attempt, and we got some good practice out of it, so... it was worth it. Junkyard Tuning, what's up? Yeah, I think, like, her movement was just weird. So yeah, I didn't realize this was like a little staircase. Yeah, we're getting a better view of how cool this place looks. Oh yeah, that was a counterattack. I leveled up. Nice. Which means I can do this, and they will jump at me. Okay, he was going to jump at me first. I wasn't quite ready for that. Okay, I thought he would jump. He didn't. Well, like I said, I kind of want to take the opportunity to practice this whenever I can, because you build up the meter pretty quickly anyway. Nice. That shit is super satisfying. Also, you get like a... I don't know. I don't get what the numbers are exactly that show up. Whoa, okay. That looks like it was going to fall. Oh, it's a little treasure chest. We'll take that, thank you. Water Dragon Blade. Yoshinio Buki. Alright, we got a new weapon for Yoshitsune. And it is, well, okay, it's a little bit better. It also has, yeah, Suryuken. Blade. Oh, it's like an ice. Ice elemental blade. Okay, cool. Yeah, but the whole stacking makes definitely makes sense, because I noticed that, like, once I started to get the hang of how the Kamui system worked, I even commented on it. I was like, wow, it's super strict. Like, once you get past the first couple of enemy types, like, all of a sudden, it's super hard to actually use. But it makes sense then. Yep, thank you. Perspective. Oh, we have to fight enemies now, right. It makes sense if the timing is, like, deliberately strict, because... you're meant to stack them, you know? Alright, so you gotta get the... Okay, we get stunned. There we go. So technically... okay, never mind. I was gonna say, hey, maybe I can grind a little bit, but no, I'm not actually getting XP for that, so that's just a time waster. Did I study Japanese formally? Yes, I took like 3-ish years of Japanese at university. I lived in Japan for about a year. Oh, I have to like redo this. Interesting. I got confused about the order that they attacked. So he didn't change color, but I still was about to parry him. Ah. So you can obviously tell from their animations, so you can kind of react to that. But the timing window is still pretty small. That was a different attack, I think. So it does seem like getting health from doing Kamui seems somewhat consistent. Dude, the jumping. Because you're like locking into like you don't have a lot of air control. Wow, I think that's like the first time one of these enemies has actually hurt me. Because normally they just do that like chokehold thing. Which just stuns you, it doesn't deal damage. But I guess it can actually hurt you. Good to know. I got hit by something. I wanted to see if I can... Oh, I guess them turning red has nothing to do with the Kamui. Oh, you actually lose a level for doing it successfully also. I mean, well, Okay, so can I... No, that doesn't work. So you can, like, adjust your position just a tiny bit, but maybe that's enough. Yeah. Okay. I didn't want to wait because it seemed like the platform was going to fall down. The funny thing is, if I die here, we have to do the boss again. But that's fine, like, I have a much better understanding of the boss fight anyway. I feel like I didn't even wait for the button. Like the prompt. I still have to press like just a tiny bit early. Dude, that's not the jump I did. I deliberately stopped to do a neutral jump and then pushed forward. But I guess I still had a little bit of momentum. Yeah, this is like, there's been a tiny bit of jumping here and there in this game, but this is by far like the pickiest it's been. But like I don't know, there's like a lot of things kind of adding up to make this weird. But I think I just need to take it a little bit slower. I need to realize that you can, yeah, you can, like, after you let go of the stick, you can still have just enough momentum still going for it to give you a full speed jump, even if you kind of don't want that. Still getting... Okay. Well, okay, I guess I get that health drop anyway. All right. Okay, I guess that's not quite foolproof. We're learning. We're coming to the fight with more health and Kamui meter than before, at least, so... But yeah, like, the combat's super satisfying. Like, the feeling of impact and everything, like, it's... Even if it's, like, somewhat simple, it's still just, like, super satisfying. Oh, I guess I'm freezing with my sword. That's pretty cool. Well, we've gotten several Kamui kills on that guy anyway, so... Ah, okay, we did it. Oh, there's a save point right there. Should probably do that, because even making it back, as we've seen, can be a little risky. I don't... Oh, I wasn't helped by that camera change. Okay. I don't think... Yeah, I can't run off the edge. Well, fuck it, let's... Okay. We just cleared the most difficult part of the game so far. Let's save. I think we picked up a couple of orbs, too, so we can level up some stats. Actually, I think that portal is probably going to take us back, because we got the thing we came here for. But yeah, we got 7 of these that we can put into... It's always weird when we have health and defense. Which, I mean, technically are different things, I guess. Let's increase our defense. We'll save the rest of the orbs, because they carry over between the characters. I might want to use it for Benkei. Oh, we're not done? Oh, maybe that was not the real boss. Oh, I forget, because we fought the Otsura-looking thing with Benkei, and then I think we fought the giant temple thing. So I guess there were 2 bosses, and same thing here. Yeah. That's what I'm coming to get. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool, you guys. Also, how the fuck do I fight this thing? I was gonna say, that's gonna breathe fire. Okay, I thought I was being protected by standing here. Yeah, the other thing was like kind of a mid-boss type thing. Oh, okay. Maybe block might help. I was expecting fire breath. Oh shit. That was a lot of damage. Okay, so if I activate this, see, like the screen doesn't fade. That's okay. I wasn't completely wrong about that then, I guess. Oh, feathers, okay. Just blocking. I'm not taking chip damage or anything though, so that should be fine. Doesn't seem to break my stance. Oh, okay, well, sure, I'll hit him over here. It's really cool, like, it's... the way it's literally, like, overexposed. Okay, that killed me. It's a very interesting effect. Because it's one of those things that kind of go... kind of goes against some kind of rule for how you would, like, do graphics, I feel like. I mean, nowadays it's a little bit different because, like, with Bloom and everything. Well, nowadays, as if Bloom is a new thing, but like, looking at this, like, I think it's totally fair to say that it kind of looks like a mistake. Not in this specific instance, which is kind of the point. Like, I think it's really cool that they do this thing, which just the technique of what's like how it's being rendered seems like it's not quite right. Like, obviously there's a lot of detail in that model that we just don't get to see. Oh shit. But also it's clearly deliberate. And I think it gives this feeling of this creature being like impossibly bright and like shining in every color. Like, it's a really interesting, cool effect that I think really works. Is he gonna... Nope. Okay, I can at least block this. I still take a bunch of damage, but... Gonna... I don't know, I definitely don't have a good grasp on its patterns. So yeah, that's a different feather attack. Okay. I jumped, but I guess he landed on me even when I was jumping. I thought I just didn't want to stand on the ground. But I guess I have to, like, legitimately move out of the way. Actually, hitting would be good. Well, thank you for continuing to do this. Oh, right, okay. I should have figured that that scream was a tell for something. Like, I think that kind of overbright effect, it's a very fine tightrope to walk, because I think it could very easily not look good. But I think specifically because of this character's, like, the whole rainbow colors and everything, I think it kind of works. Let's clean up chat here. Bruno, what's up? And Itinerant Soldier, welcome, welcome. What is up is we're being destroyed by a giant bird here. Oh yeah, right, I never equipped this. So this is, right, this is cure status elements, and this is temporarily raised defense. Okay, yeah, 300 health is a lot. Okay, good. So the camera angle definitely makes things a little tricky, because... Okay, I couldn't I couldn't decide whether I should try to block or run, and I tried... By trying both, I essentially tried neither. Like, if this had just been if it had been, like, on fire, I don't think this effect would have been really successful. But it has this, like, super bright color, like the whole shimmering effect, which gives it, I think, a kind of otherworldly quality, which I think works. Because I think, like, just any regular old fire, like this one, for example, like, it reads as fire, it works fine, but it doesn't, like, quite look right. But as this otherworldly magic, sort of fire, sort of shimmering, sort of cannot quite be comprehended by human eyes thing, like, it works really well, I think. Alright, okay, I should not have just stood there. That's fine. Get out of the way. Jumping didn't work. I'm not going to use another healing item because I think at this point I have a good enough grasp on the fight. Feathers? Yep. Avoiding the flame breath is trickier because you can kind of use the pillars. Fucking hell. The camera really sucks for that because it's like super hard to... Okay, let's block and see. Doesn't work, but then we know. The way the camera tilts up to show it jumping makes it pretty much impossible to see what your position is on the ground. I mean, I'm just trying to run anyway, but it makes it annoying when you don't manage to run away because it feels like you couldn't tell how far you needed to run, which isn't like entirely correct, but it kind of feels that way. But it's, I mean, it would be easy enough for me to sort of brute force it with healing items and stuff, but they aren't super cheap, so I want to try to avoid using them if I can. So I want to figure out, like... I was just about to say, I would like to figure out if there's like a tell for... the flame breath, because it's when I'm really close, like it's... I don't know, maybe I should just like... position myself like that, just in case. I think the boss fights have been pretty cool overall in this game. Yeah, I guess I can try to hide, like, if I assume that the next attack is going to be Flame Breath, I'm pretty safe even if he does something else. Should be safe, yeah. That's a cool effect. Cool attack is what I meant to say. You're gonna stomp on me? No. I feel like probably my positioning has, like... yeah. Some impact on its pattern. It's a weird place to... Okay, well, we're mostly fine here. I feel like I'm completely, like, lost as to what I did to make him stomp and sit on the ground, but... well... I guess he lands at the very center. I didn't catch that previously. So I guess I need to run to another corner. Okay, attack. So once he's done flying, he's gonna do an attack, after which I can at least get a few hits in like that. Feathers. So after he does this, will he jump? Yes. So I run over here. I'm safe. Okay. See, that's tricky. I don't know how to avoid that smaller jump. Do I have to run towards its pace? Or like, I don't understand. I feel like I'm moving away as far as I reasonably can. I'm gonna use one healing item just for the research. Be on the pillars? Yeah, maybe. It did not occur to me that I would be able to even do that. In that case, that should probably, like, that would probably be a safe spot now too. Yeah. Okay, that works. That's very bright. Well, one healing item. I feel like I could, having understood that now, I could easily have done it without it, but if we're gonna redo every fight 3 times, just because I want to do it slightly better, we'll never finish this game. So this would probably give us another super secret weapon ingredient. Yeah, probably one for him. Yeah, the golden treasure blade. Yeah, it's a golden sword. Cannot be used as a weapon, but it can be used as an ingredient to craft a special weapon. Yeah, now it's all it's nighttime with the moon and everything. Dude, it's like so fucking cool. Can I? No, it's like, can I jump over there? I just want to make sure there's no like hidden things or anything. Yeah, this whole sky area, easily my favorite part of the game so far. I mean, jumping puzzles notwithstanding, from an aesthetic point of view. Probably the coolest boss fight too. Alright, so we collected the 2 Amahagane for the Golden Temple Spirit. I don't know what the fuck it is. But every time there's like dialogue in the cutscenes, it seems to like my mic does a really good job of picking up the dialogue, but it doesn't seem to be much of an issue otherwise. It's really weird. I tried to mess a little bit with my noise gate, but it didn't seem to really help. Or it didn't seem to fix it entirely. I just gotta kind of remember to try to mute during cutscenes. So yeah, she gave us the now we have 4 Kamui bars. Seems like a good time to swap back to Benkei. Kind of hopping back and forth. Let's level up some stuff here, might as well. Health and attack power. It's already super buff, of course, but can never be too buff. Yeah, I mean, I think this has like a very very much a PS2 vibe, like very typical in a way. Not typical as in average, but just like if you were to sort of try to give a good example of like what's a PS2 ass looking PS2 game, you could do a lot worse than this. All right, let's head back to the village and go visit the blacksmith, which I think is the main objective here. Yeah, so this was a Sony first-party published game with presumably quite a bit of budget behind it. because it seems very well made. And it was published worldwide. So I just happen to have the Japanese version because I collect Japanese games. But there's a US and PAL version of this, and seems pretty cool. Yeah, so special order, right? So there's, you can see that we have two things that we can hypothetically buy, but they cost a lot of money, but also they require 3 items, of which we only have 1 for each of them. So there's a special super secret club that we can get for Benkei, or I don't know if it's a club, but it's a Benkei weapon. And it's the equivalent swords for Yoshitsune, but we only have the 1 ingredient for each of them. But we can check the regular stock here and see if... Right, so the best weapon we can buy is equal to the one we have. I don't know if it's... I don't think it is the one we have, because we have the purple poison spear. We can buy an armor upgrade, though. Which seems affordable enough, so we might as well do that. Plus 13 is not insignificant. Hey, what up, Incident? Thanks for stopping by. Have a good one yourself, and nice seeing you. We'll buy that. And the thing is, this is a little bit annoying. I can buy equipment for Yoshitsune. We have a shared inventory, so I'll just buy it and I can equip it for him. But I don't know what armor he currently has. I don't know. I mean, I could have looked at it before I swapped characters, but I don't remember. I didn't think of doing it. So now I would have to swap back again to come back here if I wanted to make sure. I mean, that's not the end of the world, of course, but... yeah, that's my purple... Actually, I guess I can see it here. I can see his currently equipped one here. Aha! I'm a genius. So he currently has armor of 24 with fire resistance. So there was one armor that's like heavier. Yeah, so Benkei, I kept this armor, the White Tiger armor, Yakko, which has 44 but fire resistance. But 44 is like 69, I think, is gonna make up for the lack of resistance, so I really don't need to keep this. So I'll sell this one. 315, sure, why not? And I'll check what the... I think there was an armor that was like 28 or maybe 30 something for Yoshitsune, so I'll buy that. And if the armor differential is not that great, I may as well keep this for fire resistance sake. Oh, okay, yeah, this one. Okay, so I do... This is the one I have. Kamayari. But I have the poison one, which is weaker, but it has poison. So the previous swords here are weaker and do not have elemental. So yeah, there's no reason to keep these, I don't think. I mean, maybe there are, I don't know. Oh, right, we have the... Oh, so that's what I got from... Oh, I should definitely equip these. Okay. These were the ones I got from the statue bosses. So they're not story elements, they're charms that you equip for a stat boost. Well, I'm not going to sell... I could sell... whatever. So any armor greater than 24... 30, yeah. So that's the one I have, okay. 1100, yeah. Sure, that's a significant bump. And we get a new color. I really like that. You when you equip new armor, it changes the look of the character. Nothing like... the design doesn't really change, but the color changes. And it's not just like one... Like, I don't know, the whole outfit changes colors, which is pretty cool. I enjoy that for sure. So this guy, which I only learned recently, sells healing item stuff. I like that he has a bodega cat in the background. That's a nice touch. So 600 for a 300 health healing item. I have 2 of them left. Let's buy one more. Oh yeah, 5,000. This is the one that revives you with full health if you die. Which we got one and immediately spent it kind of without thinking. So let's go back to the equip menu. So I currently have this one, which gives me some kind of electricity, thunder resist, I think. Plus +3 to defense. +2 or +3? +2, I think, and this gives... Oh yeah, it says there, defense 2. This gives defense +5. But you can also get protection against ice or fire, I suppose. Well, it's just whatever. I'll pick ice. And we'll give Yoshitsune protection against fire whenever it's his turn. But yeah, I was surprised when I first started playing this. I figured there'd be a lot of... Because, you know, you can talk to people. There's a bunch of dialogue. Oh, you can... There's, like, story cutscenes and just a bunch of lore. But the game is like very good at giving you quite clear objectives. Like as soon as you go to the map screen, it'll tell you exactly where you need to go. There's no real... obviously, if you have zero knowledge in Japanese and play the Japanese version, the item descriptions and stuff are going to be a little tricky, but even then, that's like for the most part not too bad. Yeah, there's going to be something here later, I'm sure. Are there giant enemy crabs? None so far. But we did just fight sun god phoenix bird type thing. And some other deities in some kind of statue form. Alright, let's just enter the map screen. And we don't even... Yeah, we were just automatically traveling here, even. Maybe it's only because we have the two locations. So this might actually be the one instance of... Oh yeah, yeah, this whole effect. Forgot about this. So cool. Wow, so the little fast travel thing at your HQ will take you here. So it's not even that, like... Didn't save you that much time. Well, let's see. Do I forget. Yeah, there's no other, like, we just go pretty much directly to the Golden Temple thing. Question is, was I supposed to go talk to someone else at home camp? I doubt it. Let's talk to this fella. Because you can, like, basically redo levels for grinding purposes and whatnot. So it would make sense to be able to come here regardless. But I think it's just that the game threw us back to the home camp just in case we wanted to buy stuff, which we did. And, well, yeah. Just, like, step into the light. Dude, like, it's... This game's fucking cool. Alright, inside of him is an infinite space. Okay, gotta fight ourselves. This is some Prince of Persia shit. Wait, could I? Okay. Oh, shit. Yeah, meter, like, refills. Dude, like, the timing is weird. I didn't get a prompt, but the spacing seemed... I don't know. Well, we're getting to practice this, so that's cool. I missed. Okay. So he has to like be on screen to be like triggered by this. Okay. Please do the jumping attack. That one was easier to parry. There we go. Just counter the other attack also. Well done, Yoshitsune. Alright, I guess we proved our worth, so now he'll bestow some kind of godly powers. Alright, just basically the exact same thing, I suppose. Some more practice. It's a little... not anticlimactic, but like... loses a little bit of its impact. So there's only like the one extra level of Kamui. There's no... I pressed too early. I was not ready for a jumping attack. I thought it was like gonna stack like multiple layers, but not quite. But yeah, knowing I don't know, I think that when we fought the red Sephiroth guy last time, I probably could have used this and it would have made the fight a lot easier. I mean, we still did it. Alright, before you leave, take these. Nice, we just spent a bunch of money on new weapons. Well, actually, maybe we mostly spent it on armor, actually. Alright, go forth. Alright, so... the God Steel Staff. Shinteppo. It's pretty good. So it's 70... okay, so it's like literally 1 point of extra. But, I mean, it's a fucking God Staff. You can't ask for more than that. I mean, it looks pretty sick. Well, we had to do, like, it's a special thing you enable. You see the blue meter under my life bar? That's the Kamui meter. You activate Kamui mode, which gives you the ability to do, like, counterattacks. I wouldn't call it a QTE. It's just, like, you have to time a counterattack specifically, like, to their attack. I keep getting confused. Alright, so we actually automatically equipped it. I see. Kori no Nodachi. Okay. The Nodachi of Kori, it's like the glowing circle or something. Glowing circle's fat blade, which is literally what Nodachi means. Okay, cool. So let's just look at the armor then. So then we have this one. Nice. Oh, that looks pretty slick. White, blue, and purple. That's a nice color scheme. A halo? I don't know. I mean, I don't think the concept of a halo necessarily exists. But, like, I think my kanji reading is pretty shit, but I'm pretty sure Korin would mean, like, actually not even ring. I don't know. I should be careful to say too much here. All right, let's switch back to Pancake because we didn't really get to use him. All right, so presumably once we leave, we will get some new kind of objective. There's something over here, right? No. We don't even have to worry about where to go. Cutscenes. Yeah, this fella. Been looking for you. They want us to hand over our heavenly steel. My controller just started shaking, almost fell off my lap. Come at me. The old man is waiting for you in the afterlife. I guess he's, did he kill? I don't know. We had an old dude who was like our mission giver type person. Alright, so we get to pick. I mean, yeah, I'm aware that, like, Halos exist, I suppose, but, I guess I'm not sure if the depictions and significance and terminology map, like, one-to-one. I mean, it's a matter of how you would translate it, I suppose, but I know very little about Buddhism, though, so... this game is based on Tale of Genji, which is written several hundred years before the Warring States and Oda Nobunaga, so I would assume that he's not. But, you know, who knows? So it's kind of cool. He has a different weapon now, so he fights, like, his attacks are different than in the last time we fought this guy. So let's see if this... yeah, this works. Okay, so that actually was successful, even though it maybe didn't look like it. But the cool thing is, like, once you trigger the Kamui mode, they will always, you force them basically to perform the same attack. So it becomes a little bit more predictable. Oh, okay. Worked a little bit differently, but I did way more damage at least, so... ah, mistimed that. I want to try to save it so I don't burn all the meter. I want to kill him with it, so that's apparently a good thing to do. Fucked it up. Fuck. Oh, all right, he guard crushed me. That. Oh. I'm dead. Oh, iframes. That was pretty sick. Got him. Okay, that was satisfying. Yeah, that's Kagekyo. Like, forgive me, I was a fool. Alright, let's split. So he told, like, Kagekyo, I guess, told the other guy about the hideout. So our friends are in danger, so now we have to go... I thought they were, like, kidnapped, but I guess I don't remember what happened last time. This makes it appear to me that this was the end of chapter 2? We're already leaving? This was a lot shorter than the first chapter, if that's the case. I know nothing about the lore, Lamasar, so I wouldn't know. But there's some kind of lord who's who wears like 15 layers of white robes, and I think he's voiced by Gori Daisuke. Who seems like he might be kind of a boss type of characters. This looks pretty bad. I mean, it looks pretty sick, but it looks like a bad type situation. Oh, I guess they were referring to this place, so we just had to hurry back. That's okay. That's what he meant. Where's Lord Shizuka? I guess Shizuka, she was the lady who gave us the extended super meter? Maybe? I guess we're going back to Heiankyo? They apparently wanted to borrow our Heavenly Steel, and we're like, nah, fam. We got more important shit. So we're going full Heiankyo alien now. Literal holes in the ground. Alright, driven deeper underground, I guess. It's our new HQ. Alright, fully healed and everything. Oh, okay. I took 2 steps and I think I left the area, which triggered this cutscene. Yeah, let's go. Let's go find Shizuka and I guess the old man. Archie's got something she needs to tell us about. Yeah, that's the guy. I meant to take a break and leave, but I can't, like, we have to finish watching this. Yeah, Otohiko, it's like that other girl, mysterious character who's just hanging out. Ninja looking fella. Man, this is a cool map screen. Right, so this is where we're supposed to go, but we're gonna go back here. I mean, I guess I shouldn't expect there to be... Yeah, this isn't even the place where there was a shop, but I'll still go back here because I literally took 1 step in what apparently was the wrong direction. And it, oh, maybe there's hidden stuff. Anyway, I'll take a break first because I've been streaming for almost 2 hours, and I need to get better at taking breaks regularly. So I'll go stretch my legs for a few minutes, and I recommend you do the same if you're as stationary as I am all day long. But I'll be back shortly, and we'll see what's up next. See you guys in just a little bit. Okay. Let's continue. Right, so I entered this area again, which, of course, we were kind of teleported out of it. Hey! Okay, new Benkei weapon. Just get new shit left and right. Oh yeah, this is our old, hangout. Right. Yeah, so this is where... Oh, right, because we could... Oh, that's pretty cool. We could interact with this well before, but there was, like, nothing there. But this is where we're, like... This is our hideout now. That's so cool. And even these, like, dank caves look pretty nice as far as these things go. I mean, it's still not the most exciting environment, but... still could look a hell of a lot worse than this. So did we bring like I guess we did. I was just gonna say, did we bring like a blacksmith and merchant and shit? Irashai! Oh, it's you! So I assume we can buy new stuff. Yeah. I mean, we already got a bunch of new weapons here. I literally, like, the last thing I did in the last chapter was to buy new weapons, and then we come to this chapter and there's immediately new things to buy. But I mean, I guess that's on me. I didn't even equip the thing I just picked up. So let's take a look at that. Surely it can't be better than the fucking god pole. It is, by, like, a very significant margin. That is so bizarre. Like, I mean, obviously, I guess this weapon, I could have missed it. But why did I get this essentially as a reward for finishing Chapter 2? And then the first thing that happens in Chapter 3 is you get a weapon that's like 25% stronger. Like, every weapon has, Okay. I was gonna say, every weapon has like a little description, but it's not super clear whether there's anything that actually makes it different. But it does say here, for the god pole, that, 力を込めることで長さが変化する. The length, like, by imbuing it with power, the length of the pole changes. What I take that to mean is that if I charge my attacks, the pole will probably be longer and have bigger range. If that's like a major, like if we're talking double range or something like that, then yeah, I can see how that would make up for a 25-ish% loss in power. I want to equip this just to see what it looks like, if nothing else. So, right, with Benkei, you can see the icon's different. He has two weapon types. Poles and sword, or spears. So the poles are kind of slower, typically, but they do allow you to charge up the attack. Well, I'm curious about the god pole, so let's try that first and see how it behaves. And if we immediately notice a difference or like a benefit to the whole size changing, whatchamacallit, then we might stick with it, but if not, then if I can't figure out how to make use of its supposed gimmick, then we might just stick to that new spear. Okay, no, it's just something I can look at. Man, these folks are pretty resilient. They've been through, like, several razings of their village, I feel like. And they're just like, ah, fuck it, we'll live here now, I guess, but it's alright. Like an alternate... So how did I get here? Well, I mean, I guess we'll figure it out. It's not a box I can open here, is it? No. that was an exit, apparently. I'm gonna go back because I still want to make sure that I've at least visited. Wait. Why am I entering this location from like a different spot every time? Oh, I think this is not the... I see. This is not the same place that we just were. But we left in the direction of this place. Oh, no, I see. We come out in... Wow, okay. So this is a different location on the map than the one we went to. Right, so I went down the end of this street, but I just hadn't changed the camera angle, so I couldn't quite tell that that's what happened. I see, okay. So let's go back to the hideout, because there's like one room that I didn't look at, and we did find like 2 treasure chests, so there could still be one in the one angle. Like, I didn't go up here, assuming that's even a thing we can do, which I guess it isn't. But now we know. Well, this Benkei might not be the most obviously a monk character, but I mean, we've all seen Benkei in Blood Warrior, right? 080 Fight, the Kaneko masterpiece fighting game. Benkei's pretty sick in that game. Alright, so... Oh, that's pretty cool. They, like... Alright, it grows notably longer, but it's like up towards 50%, I guess. It's kind of cool that like it's segmented like that. And again, like they just, by introducing this like whole demon infestation, like all of a sudden everything has like a drastically different look again. Am I supposed to be able... Oh, I see, okay. Just... Enemies? Yeah. Going fucking overboard on all the effects. I mean, it looks cool though, so I ain't complaining. Ooh, item. Oh yeah, let's take a look at the item situation. Ah, I picked the right menu option for once. So these are like hotkey equipment stuff, like quick fire equipment. So this is my 300 HP healing item, which is about half, not quite, of Benkei's health. Press down, which is where I have my temporary defense buff. Some of these are items I picked up recently-ish. Oh, wow. I actually got one of those automatic revive item. That's like a super valuable item. So you can equip it, and that's the way I had it previously, in which case it activated. I'm actually curious to... I can't, like, empty, but I can... Oh, no, okay, I can do that. Okay. So I'm gonna have this not equipped, which makes me curious. So, I mean, you can use items from here too. But I'm wondering if I need to have the revival charm thing equipped for it to work. Meaning, do I actually have a choice if I want to spend it or not? Because if I have that choice, I feel like I would... I'd rather not use it. Let's say we get to a boss fight. I'd rather do the boss fight and die and try again than, like, spend this thing and win the boss fight on one attempt. Because there could be a harder boss further out where I would want it, right? I mean, that's a dumb way of thinking of it. But if nothing else, I'm going to not equip it, and I will find out whenever our life bar hits 0 the next time if it's still going to activate or not. And that will be valuable knowledge. So, wow, this bumps it up by fucking, like, 60, whatever. 60 by 69. Holy shit, it increases it a lot. Well, we're good like that, I think. just whenever you pick up an item and you just get the kanji like that, I have no idea what item is which. Oh, this looks pretty cool. Let's activate 2 bars. I missed the window. I fucked it up. Nah, that's fine. Wait, did we... I guess we... Even though we killed some enemy with the Kamui, we didn't get the proper Kamui, like, finish thing. Yeah, I feel like I probably didn't need to use both levels there, but... I pressed it early, but I fucked it up, but oh well. These guys will like jump. Tenkamuso, alright. That's how you fill up all those orbs, I guess. The thing on the top right that gives us like the sort of, not the combo counter that's on the left, but it like there's something to do with XP gain or whatever. Like it gives you some kind of a, it's like the style rank in DMC or something like that. I guess using Kamui really bumps that up. Oh shit, it just ran out. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I don't understand what's going on in that top right corner and the whole XP gain, but using Kamui is good for getting better items or drops or something, but also it's just super fun and satisfying, so I'll keep doing it regardless. Trying to like face my mic away even further to see if it helps it not pick up the game audio. Yeah, I'm curious, like, I wouldn't expect that we're heading into the end game right now or anything, but I'm still, like, kind of curious because when we started the stream, I felt like we were still kind of in the beginning of the game. We just got to chapter 2, but then things just got really fucking serious real quick. At which point, like, I'm starting to wonder, like, maybe... It's just hard to tell. I have no idea. Like, we're already going back to a previous area. I think there surely should be another whole area for some other chapter. But, like, the way everything is super fucked up, like, if you showed a picture of something like this and you're saying, like, oh yeah, this is the final level or whatever, like, that would seem perfectly believable, right? That's why I'm like... But maybe it's just this place that got fucked up, and every place else is fine. So this is an area we've been to before, by the way. But it looks a bit different when everything is demonized. This weapon's pretty fun. Fuck it, I'll just do this, I guess. I guess you don't get that cool finish if you... you fight them normally a bit first. So you have to just do that, I guess. Oh shit, we got two of them at once. I don't know where we're supposed to go or what we're doing here exactly, but whenever that's been the case before, I've usually wandered around and so yeah, this was yeah. We played as Benkei last time we were here too. But he's like commenting on like he can't. It's too tall for him to climb or whatever. So I can feel my controller vibrating, so there should be a orb here somewhere. Oh, maybe I have to jump up with Yoshitsune to find it. Or I can just do that. Okay. That works too. So we got a new weapon again. Gurenkong. Right, a fire staff. Well, we'll take a look. We keep getting so many different weapons here. We might as well give them a try. It's pretty cool. I'm really impressed with like all these different weapons, like the different kind of effects and stuff going on. Like there's a lot of cool visual touches. Like I feel like so many of these weapons could very easily not have had this many unique kind of visual attributes. Or mechanical attributes, for that matter. This was the case with the God Pole. We'll hop in... Oh, okay. Well, I guess we won't. Alright, we're done posing. Alright, I guess... Oh, fuck. I should have just done this. I was a little too over-eager there. Might as well practice. Level up. Nice. Let's go in here. Yeah, like the production value in this is like... Oh, it's one of these things. So, mysterious engraving on the wall. There's writings in the center. Yeah, this is the same thing we saw in that village. Like there's something about a door opening to another world, something, which I guess might be what we're witnessing here. Okay, this is a safe spot. I was curious if this was like a fast travel thing. Yeah, like it's really cool that Sony like went really... I mean, I guess I don't know what the localization is like, but they certainly published it, and I assume there's like an English dub and everything. I mean, I would assume also that like the kind of budget put into the game is also with the kind of perspective that it's like intended for a worldwide audience. It's kind of weird. It's just a safe spot here. Well, maybe later we'll... Well, I guess this will be a gate to someplace else or whatever, and makes sense to have the safe spot right in front of that. I can see that. But yeah, the other thing that I'm curious about is the kind of the timeline, because I don't remember if the Genji sequel was out at the launch of the PS3, but it was certainly being marketed or like, you know, showcased leading up to the PS3 launch. So why is the timing for this so fucking weird? It is worth the meter to eventually get there. But if it was out at launch for PS3, that would mean that this game came out in 05 and the sequel came out in 06. Even if this was early 05, that's still less than 2 years. Which, granted, it's not quite as hectic a development schedule as it would be today. But yeah, I was curious, because like, if Game Republic did make the sequel, then it would make sense that it wasn't very good, because it would have been kind of rushed. But also maybe they had someone else working on it, because I think Game Republic made Folklore, right? Which, you know, would have been in development kind of immediately after this, I would imagine. So I mean, I'm just kind of speculating because I haven't done any research on it. You could easily look these things up, but it makes me curious because this is so polished and well made that the only explanations I think that would really make sense for the sequel being not very good is either like lack of resources, lack of time, or, you know, lack of developer talent or whatever. Which in many cases kind of comes down to lack of resources and time anyway. But yeah, I think as far as like localization goes, like you would probably expect some... I mean, dubs can be better or worse, but yeah, having weird changes to everything for the sake of some nebulous, like, idea of making it more appealing to Western markets, whatever, which I don't feel is ever, like, when we're talking about, like, changing anime box art for the NES, like, okay, sure, there might well have been something to that, but by the mid-2000s, like, the specific market segment that you sell a game like this to are people for whom the Japanese setting is the appeal. So it, like, it makes no sense to... I mean, that's how I see it anyway. Maybe a company like Sony sees it differently and figures you have to... Like, if that is the market, then that is not enough of a market. So in order to make it marketable, you have to make it, you know, more broadly appealing. Like, obviously, I think even then, I still think that's the wrong way of doing it. But that has to be the line of thinking, right? I don't know. Oh yeah, right. We were in here before, and there were a bunch of locked doors. Well, the thing is, like, it's hard. I mean, we can look at something like Devil Kings, and clearly it didn't exactly work. But it's harder to look at all the... Like, it's harder to look at Kid Nicky Radical Ninja or whatever the fuck and say the alternate universe version that was not changed in localization did just as well, or like there's no A/B comparison. So it's really, you can't say too much about it definitively. Like, as stupid as it would seem to look at something like Devil Kings, it is hard for me to argue that I know better than Capcom. Like, it's hard for me to say, oh, I'm sure whatever data they have, like, it's worth nothing compared to my gut feeling, you know. They're not doing, like, bad business intentionally. Alright, we got a bunch of these. What do we got here? Okay, we're currently equipped with our best weapon. Armor, we should have a better one. No, I guess no, right, we already changed it. It's the purple one, right. But the charm, we have better ones. We actually just picked up this one. So this one gives me a +4 on defense, but it also protects me against ice as well as poison. Oh, but it makes me weaker to fire and electricity. That seems like doesn't seem like a great trade-off. I guess I'd rather take this. That gives me +5 and defense against fire. Did it actually change my model? Like, moved. I can reset the animation as if I changed something. But I can't tell what actually would have visibly changed. Does Japan localize Western games? Are there any changes made to the Arkham games, for example? That's a great question. Western games are a lot more popular in Japan now. Like, relative... Like, it's so... The game market looks so different now compared to 20 or 30 years ago. It used to be that the Japanese console market was huge, and even though there were certainly big and popular games developed in Europe and North America, by and large, like, most big games came from Japan. And even games that were very successful in the West. I mean, many of the biggest games, the games that were the most successful in the West, were Western developed, even like going... I mean, you could look at stuff like Call of Duty and GTA and whatever else, Madden. Like, obviously those things have been around for decades now. But nowadays, I think if you look at like the biggest... Like, there's so many different developments happening kind of concurrently that has led to this point. But if you look at the biggest selling games in like Western markets, I think very few of them would be Japanese, and that was not the case in the 90s. And that's not just like I said, it's a lot of different things. And in Japan, like the console gaming market has been kind of shrinking in a way. Not in terms of units sold, perhaps, but in terms of like mobile has become so much bigger than console gaming. And Japan, due to like the growth of the market in not just Europe and North America, but also markets like China and other parts of Asia, you know, Africa and South America, like the Middle East, like there's so many new markets and so many, like Japan simply is such a relative smaller part of the pie that inevitably, I guess, like there are fewer games made in Japan for the Japanese market relative to all the games coming out in the world, which means that Western games also like are bigger. But I think also you have more Western companies putting more effort into localization for Japan. So you have games like Overwatch, which is like in Fortnite, stuff like that. It's really popular in Japan, and that, you know, even though first-person shooters have like historically not been a big thing, but they, you know, due to artistic appeal, I'm sure, like aesthetics, but also good localization. Yeah, Sony's weird. I don't like to think about it. A game like Genji would not happen in 2021, that's for sure. Yeah, Apex Legends is big in Japan too. But I think if we look back a little bit, I think what we said about Genji and the Japanese setting being the appeal for that particular demographic, I think is also true for certain kinds of Western games where there's always been like a certain group of game playing people in Japan who are like fans of Western games, for whom I would imagine the Westernness is part of the appeal. But there's a lot of examples of games where changes have been made to make things more appealing for the Western or for the Japanese market. I think probably one of the more well-known examples, which I'm actually curious if it's, I don't think it's a thing anymore. I'd have to look it up actually, but Ratchet and Clank. The Ratchet and Clank games on the PS2 and PS3, the PS2 ones mainly, I guess, Like those were noteworthy for being among the rare Western games that like did well in Japan. Like did well as in like they charted like in the top selling games. And Ratchet looks different in Japan. Like Ratchet's design is different in the Japanese games. They redesigned him to like make him more appealing to the Japanese audience, who's got these like big bushy eyebrows and like he's got a different look. Like so, if you look up like any older Ratchet and Clank game, and I think in the PS3 there was like a reboot of sorts on the PS3, right? Or there was like that's what I'm trying to remember. Because it was the PS4, they did like the Ratchet and Clank movie, and there was like a remake kind of a thing. And I don't think that's the one I'm thinking of. So like starting with that one, they might have just not, like they might have stopped doing the Japanese Ratchet design. I can't exactly remember. But for a long time, like they did. There's a ton of games. There's like the, you know, maybe not quite as famous, but there's the Japanese PC release of Police Quest 2, where all the like character close-up portraits are like redrawn in this super goofy anime style. So there's examples here and there, but I wouldn't say it wasn't quite like what you would see in the like the NES style examples, where like everything that was released in North America had like all traces of it being Japanese like scrubbed from it. In fact, there's definitely games that were kind of marketed as being American. There was, which also ties into another thing, like PC games. There's definitely, you know, there was an influx of American games and Western games for computers. You had certain companies that like developed ports of DOS games for like PC-88, PC-98, and that kind of thing. And some of those ended up on Famicom and console. So there's like Famicom versions of like Thexter and Lode Runner, of course, Karateka. And the Famicom release of Karateka has like this "From USA" like sticker on it. So that was like part of the appeal. But it's pretty interesting to look at. Like, I'm a big fan of playing like Japan versions of Western games just to kind of see how they handle it, and it can be very different. Capcom actually did a pretty, like, Capcom was a big publisher of Western games on PS2, like in that kind of time period. When I think of like Japanese publishers putting out Western games in Japan, Capcom and Spike are kind of the ones I'm thinking of, sort of at the top. Because a lot of these publishers, of course, didn't really have their own branches in Japan. And Capcom generally had like very high quality localization. So Capcom released like the GTA games in Japan. They released God of War. They released Psyops, the Mindgate Conspiracy, which has a sick Shinkiro cover art in the Japan version. I'm sure a bunch of other things. And I played the Japanese version of God of War, and the Japanese dub of those games is like excellent, like super high quality voice acting. I'm pretty sure the Japanese releases of GTA were not dubbed, but I'm actually not sure. But I think for those games, definitely you would expect the American, like the English voice acting, to be a big part of the appeal also. So it kind of comes in different flavors, but I think in terms of modern games, using Batman as an example, I would not expect that to be much different than what a Western release of something like Dragon Ball or Final Fantasy would be. Like it is what it is. Like there may be some changes made here and there to keep it in line with the sort of licensor dictated changes to the source material, but nothing like, you know, Batman doesn't have like blue hair in the Japanese release of Arkham City or whatever, to my knowledge anyway. But yeah, I would say like for sure Western games have more of a presence than ever in Japan right now. But I'm struggling to think off the top of my head of any extremely noteworthy, like interesting, like there's always been games where they made like small changes to character designs or, you know, tweaked difficulty levels and stuff. That was pretty common in like 8 and 16-bit console games, where they were kind of tweaked like in both directions. Even Japanese games were often kind of designed, like tweaked differently for the American market, due to like the sort of anti-rental stuff. Because game rentals are not a thing in Japan. They never have been. Like it's basically there are laws in place to prevent game rentals from happening. So balancing difficulty to prevent players from renting the game and beating him over a weekend was a very big thing in North America in like the mid 90s, but it was not ever really a thing in Japan. So you have difference for that kind of thing. But at the same time, like, I don't know what would be a good example of an equivalent to Devil Kings or like some other thing where like, or even like Phoenix Wright, you know, where it's like super Japanese in so many ways, and then they just decided when they localized the first game, they're like, nah, we're gonna say it's set in LA, and everyone's American, and like with each new game it makes less and less sense. That would be interesting actually to like think of what a good example of that might be. That's the opposite. I don't know off the top of my head. There's some stuff like again, Pandemonium on the PS1 was renamed Magical Hoppers. They changed the character designs. They changed the CG intro to a hand-drawn anime intro. But it's not like, I can't think of stuff that was specifically American and was turned into something more Japanese, or like where they would take the Americanness out of it. But yeah, that's an interesting question for sure. As far as Civilization, like I would say PC games, like PC gaming has a very different history in Japan than in the Europe and North America. I mean, Europe and North America have very different histories as well, but like IBM compatibles was not the leading platform in Japan. Like DOS and PC or Windows PCs, as we think of as like when we say PC, did not really become a leading platform until well into the 90s, well into like the Windows 95 era. And like PC gaming, I think is definitely way bigger now in Japan than it's ever been before. Like PC gaming as like the same PC gaming that we experience in in Europe and in North America. Because there were of course series and games that were super popular on PC 98, like the Japanese PC platforms. Someone mentioned Wizardry, which is an interesting case. Like Wizardry was an American game that blew up huge in Japan and got a bunch of sequels. Like Wizardry has not been relevant at all in the English speaking world, like since, I don't know, the mid 80s, but there's been like 50 Wizardry games in Japan since then. But as far as like what we would consider conventional, typical, traditional PC games, which Civilization would be a great example of, but otherwise, you know, StarCraft or whatever else, like I think those types of games probably not so much. Like I'm sure there's a hardcore niche audience for a game like Civilization in Japan, but I think it's also it's just that. I think it's a niche for sure. I don't really know. But PC gaming became compatible basically in the online and MMO era. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. I mean, Final Fantasy 11 and Final Fantasy 14, like those games are big, and I would assume there's a shit ton of players playing on PlayStation, I'm sure, but I think the PC version is still probably popular in Japan as well. Anyway, that was an entertaining conversation, but let's play some video games. Oh, interesting. I could trigger that by wall jumping on it. Okay, cool. There's another one because my controller's still vibrating. Is it up here? There we go. You can see the thing like flashing on his belt, but when there's another orb nearby. But the controller also starts vibrating. Is he attacking? Oh, wow, okay. Oh! Oh shit, I countered. Sick. I wanted to counter his projectile, but he was not cooperating. FF14 players shifted to PlayStation. Huh. Interesting. Too early. I'm like, I can't trust the button prompt because it's still like... Still got hit. I usually like feel like I get it right if I press the button like earlier than the prompt. Dude, I'm like, I was like being slowed down. These weird electric monkey dudes are fucking me up. I don't have a lot of health though, but... Alright, that's a full health refill. There's another item here somewhere. There we go. Okay. Should have a shit ton of orbs here. 12, yeah. Let's give ourselves some more health. Ooh, that actually refills our life bar. Sick. That was not bad. I was pretty low on health. Well, let's do that. Let's level up a little bit. I feel like we gotta save the rest for Benkade, but I'm gonna assume this says it's locked. Yeah. Mysterious aura keeps the door locked. Enemies. Well, I killed one dude. That's pretty cool. Yeah, the atmosphere in this game is cool. The music, like we were talking about that last time, that like it would be kind of cool if it had like a Muso style butt rock soundtrack. Like they're obviously going for a thing, and I don't mind it at all. But I feel like it could have more of a intense kind of action vibe. Like a lot of the music is sort of a bit ambient in style. Ah, okay. We need one of those necklace things to break the seal. Where will we go find that? Oh, this door was locked too, right? This building is like one hallway and 2 rooms, but I still basically get lost because my sense of direction is, it's just that bad. Yeah, it's cool that you can counter the projectiles. I'm pretty sure I did it outside of Kamui as well. Okay, so this is... Aha! Ooh, just a weapon? Okay. You keep getting new weapons so frequently. Kiru hodo ni kenshin ga Kagayaki sono... Okay, so the one I have currently, there's something about the ability of it, like as I cut enemies, the blade will start glowing, and as it glows, like the blade increases in power. I think it's what it says. This one has poison damage. Oh, okay, wow. It actually reduces my max HP by a fairly significant margin. Yoto Samonji. It's powerful, but it's, I don't know, it's 5 more power. But also, I lose a good chunk of health. Yeah, I think we'll actually stay with our current weapon. Wait, is there... I was gonna say, I felt a vibration, but it was just my wall jump.
Well done.
Thank you very much for that follow. Appreciate it. Oh shit! I shouldn't have run closer to him. I spooked myself. That was pretty bad, but... Too early. Oh, a red box. Those usually contain very good things. Well, I'm sure it's the thing. Charm, yeah. Controls. Like, when the camera changes, controls can get a little funny. Is this way, right? Well, I'm assuming there's a boss or something on the other side of that door, so... Seems like a good idea to save. What's up, Franken? Yeah, I'm liking this game a lot. It's very fun and really beautiful. So at the end of the last stream, I was just like really itching to continue to play. So here we are. Hopefully... Wait, what? Okay, that's weird. You can scroll down. Is there another locked door? Or do we... No, okay. I was like, surely there's something with these giant emblems on the floor. It's a little different, but... If only my pal Benkei was here. Okay, so I'd have to fight my way back. I don't even remember what happened. Got knocked out, I guess. What is this place? I've never been here before. There's no Hulkamaniacs here. Alright. New Benkei Dragon Pole weapon. Dude, I can't even keep up with all the weapons. I can't even, like, try them all out before I keep getting new ones. Yeah, this is the one that's, like, the most powerful that we didn't even get to use yet. So this one... let's equip... The fire one was, like, fine, but... I guess it says something... it's a really heavy blade. And, like, it hits enemies twice with one attack or something? I'm not sure. So how does this compare to that? It's weaker by 20 point. Like, yeah, this is like insanely powerful. 98. 175. It's actually weaker. It's the weakest weapon I have. Well, except this old one. I just didn't have a chance to sell it. Which got a... Oh. Alright, so it spews poison from its mouth. Okay, so it's weaker, but it has a poison effect. Let's try the heavy spear. There's a thing here somewhere. Oh, is this... No. There we go. I like this little treasure hunting system, which actually reminds me. We should use some of this. Defense. Level up our strength. I'm noticing that we've actually been keeping pretty even steps between Yoshitsune and Benkei as far as leveling up our Amahagane. So that's good. I keep expecting that I will accidentally level up one character way more than the other. But that hasn't really been a thing, thankfully. Oh! Wow, okay. Once you get the first one, like the others are pretty easy because they'll just shoot projectiles and the timing is pretty samey. What's up, Sword Fam? Yeah, we were in this room before. Before we fought one of these dudes as a boss. Feels like a long time ago. Oh, whoa, okay. Let's just keep it simple. Charge up the Kamui meter. Nice. Are we back in the same... Oh, I don't know. Everything looks the same here, too. It doesn't help. But at least it seems like we can basically only really walk in one direction, so... That was really weird, the way that looked. I got confused by the other dude. Okay, let's try this again. Too early, way too early. They have such a super long wind-up animation that I end up getting confused. Right, you can do the tackle, I forgot. There's still a bunch of them here, so... Oh, shit! I wasn't expecting that. Oh, I should have waited to level up my health, because it would fill it up. But I think I'm actually fairly close to leveling up anyway. I'm very close to leveling up, which will give me a full life bar. I'm getting a bunch of items here, though. Alright, this is a smaller healing. Yeah, there's a full heal, okay. Status recovery, auto resurrection. Oh, temporary boost in attack power, okay. Temporary defense buff. Temporary defense buff that also protects against elemental attacks. Same thing here, but it just boosted a bunch more, okay. We're gonna look a little bit closer at that if we need to equip it during a boss fight or something. Pretty sure it's just going to say the same thing, right? So I guess I go to the right here. Well, okay. Of course I fuck it up. There's our level up. Very satisfying. Oh, I thought I could go that way. Well, I guess we go this way. Again. Yeah, the double stacked Kamui only works on like the first opponent, I guess. But doing them in like sequence, like it's always way easier for the other ones anyway. Okay, where did I miss a door? I'm confused. There is a third door here, but we can't go out. Well, unless... Say, maybe we should read it. No. No difference. There's no way I can open this door. Level up here. It's a little easier where you can actually see the enemies. This just still went alright. This door doesn't open? No. Am I like a complete idiot? It's like I'm still close. Let's try this again. Who's gonna attack? One more. Oh, okay. Oh, sick. The range. Oh, I can't move. I can move, but I can't attack, and I can't run. Healing? Nice. So does the... Okay, I think that door didn't open at first. Until... Okay. Starting to get the hang of the timing for that, I think. Yeah, like every single attack, like the animation and everything, but like specifically the hit stop and the reaction when you hit dudes, like, oh, it's so fucking good. Okay, let's save. Just had to get there with both dudes, and guess there's possibly a boss fight or something coming up. Let's take this opportunity for another short break. I kind of need to go to the bathroom, and I'd rather do this before whatever's next. So I'm just going to step away for a couple of minutes. I'll be back shortly with more Genji. See you guys in a little bit. All right, let's find out what's on the other side of that door. Let's actually see what we have equipped here. 300 health. Armor boost. Let's take a damage boost. Sure, and let's not rather have the revival thing equipped. And let's see if that should it come to that. Let's see if that actually still works. It's like, well, as promised, I'll be your opponent, but before that, like 2 of you teaming up to fight a woman? That's no fair. Oh, okay, this is pretty fucking sick. Holy shit. Alright. Dude, look at that. Holy shit, this looks sick. Can I? Oh, I can. Oh. What was that? I could still Kamui, but... it's not taking any damage so far. Oh. So I have to hit her. I see. Oh, she's just hanging out. I assume I cannot hit her until I... wow, okay. They still... okay. So hitting him at least builds meter. Is she around? No, he... kneeling. Oh, I could have countered that. I see. Okay. I definitely have not figured out how to counter that. Oh, get out of the way. Can I hit these things? I can. Okay. Can I hit her behind there? I mean, this is all research. Alright, so she's not like automatically... like me hitting her isn't what's triggering her to teleport. She's just like getting out in time. You can kind of see her, yeah. As soon as I'm getting close. Okay, so let's see. I do get revived regardless, okay. How does this jump attack works? I forget. You kind of want to get rid of these things, but you don't want to get too close when attacking because his animation will like bump him into it. See? See? I wonder if... okay, let me try the Kamui again here. Leveling up here. Let's just wait for the prompt. Okay, no such thing appeared. If I trigger her to do her little magic recovery thing, whatever, for him. If I activate Kamui when she's on... well, not on screen, but like in that mode, will anything happen differently? I'm basically still expecting / planning to sacrifice this life to just learn how it works. Okay, she's there. That seemed to like end it immediately. Did that make him go into his whatever thing? Maybe this is just for me to do this, because it doesn't end Kamui mode. Oh, and I hit her now. Okay. So it's... Okay, it does work in that I hit him. Oh, and she like dropped something. Yeah, this is like a special order item. See, now I'm torn, because I'm like... How guaranteed am I to land this stuff if / when I try again? Well, I won't heal. How about that? And if I live, I live. Oh, that was a weird time. I should have just done it like this. Oh shit. So she was like going for a melee attack of some kind there. I didn't quite figure it out, evidently. But I think I got like the first part basically is when I trigger the Kamui, I'll just attack him. And this should make her, instead of standing there doing the green bubbles thing, she will try to attack me, I think, and then I countered that attack. I think that's what happened. She's probably going to be, like, behind me, yeah. Oh, yeah, okay, the button prompt showed up there for a split second. But it was, like, behind the boss life bar. That's why it was so tricky to see. So I'm moving up higher on the screen over here. Yeah. That's really cool, like you just land that once and it just like drops. This game is pretty sick, guys. There's no Amahagane here. What do you mean? Oh yeah, I think they're saying the old lord is merging all the Amahagane. Lord Shizuka. Enough chit chat. Let's peace out. All right, okay. Do we actually know where any of the other people are? Well, we have a checkpoint or the whatchamacallit target thing here. I guess we're going here. Oh yeah, that was extremely satisfying. Redoing the fight and just doing it way better. But once I realized how it worked, like, it was easy enough to just wail a bit on the boss, wait for her to appear, and then activate the second layer of Kamui. Which made counterattacking her, I don't want to say trivial, but not that hard, I guess? I mean, once I figured that out, I kind of did it successfully. Oh yeah, that was a parry. Or a counter, riposte, whatever. And that was a level up. Just before I broke the combo, I got a 10 hit streak, or 10 kill streak, rather. Yeah, this is like one of the first areas in the game, because I remember wandering around here. Well, okay, that's how you get to the map. Let's try that again, I guess. Will the enemies respawn? Probably, right? Yeah. Oh, we have a full meter now, at least. Oh, fuck that up. All the different animations. Oh, I keep fucking it up. This shit is so fucking cool. He's gonna use Shizuka's power to merge all the orbs and become a... some kind of super being. Sounds about right for an evil plan. Okay, we're turning it around. That went pretty well after all. Okay, let's not go back to the map. Maybe this way? There's buildings and shit here. Fuck! Alright, okay. I mean, I guess we're getting XP for this, right? Keep fucking this up so badly. Like, I like that they get stunned. Well, I pretty much like everything about this whole Kamui system. It's, like, pretty cool, and it's very satisfying to pull off. Yeah, this guy, like... basically, how you counterattack them is based completely on what attack they do. And some of them just happen to be a lot easier to counter than others. So when they're at range, they will like run at me, and I'll have a huge timing window to hit. Okay, yeah, I missed that guy. That's why I didn't get like a second counter attempt. Oh, that was fine. Okay, this way then. Okay, that's... This looks so fucking good. Keep range here. Dude, I pressed square, okay. I'm still... okay. Well, I was. Let's try this again. I kind of fucked that up, but just a little bit. These guys are easier to deal with. Nice, get the multi-hit. Morphogenic boy, greetings, greetings. Happy Monday. Good evening to you. Sometimes the button prompt can be a little tricky to see, because it's like... it appears in a spot relative to your character. So based on where your character is on the screen, or in this case, you're very close to the camera, close to the, like, the edge of the screen. It's not super easy to see where the, where it's gonna appear. Whoa! Big fella. I stacked it too early. Oh, I broke his armor. Dude, that is so cool. Alright, this is not going very well, but... exciting nonetheless. Okay, still got the fancy finish. And we leveled up. Sick. Okay. We took a bunch of damage, but level up healed us right back up. That's very satisfying. Many very satisfying aspects of this game. Oh yeah, you can kind of go through the wall there, I guess. Yeah, the animation is great on that big guy. Might as well. Fuck, like, yeah, those... I mean, I think the timing just ran out. Or the stacking. But it's interesting, like, you get the button prompt, but you obviously have a bunch of visual cues to go off of as well. But that also, like, assumes, like, you have to know who's actually attacking. It's very easy to misjudge. Oh, parry. It's very easy to misjudge that if you're expecting one enemy to attack and instead another one hits you. Luckily, I'm pretty buff, so I'm not getting too destroyed by this. I see a treasure chest here, so... well, 1,000 Gs. Sure, I'll take that. Are the archers gonna always attack first? Looks like it. You just gotta, like, get a feel for what the timing window is. Wireframe on their wake up. If I get really close to the archer, is he just gonna know? Okay. Dude, it's pretty fucking hard. I mean, they're pretty weak. They're not, like, that hard to deal with, but getting the Kamui on these guys is not easy. Alright, just the treasure. Well, we got some XP. I don't think there's ever really anything in those urns and pots, but... Alright, this way. Enemies. Wait for them to... oh, that was too soon. Like, from this angle, it's so hard to see if him, like, readying the bow was him getting ready to shoot or not. He's, like, ordering him to fire. Obviously, I didn't have a lot of distance there, but I had the perfect side view to tell what was going on. Which actually... what about this? Wow, okay. I slowed it down, but I still didn't get the... I don't know. I was... there's so... I mean... I guess that makes sense. That predicting and deflecting an arrow is just not easy. Get the right... I don't know. Still fuck that up somehow. And sometimes you have the I guess if the button is visible but it's gray, I guess that means the button being visible means that that's the timing. But if it's gray, I guess that means the spacing is wrong. Because you have to have the right distance also. Yeah, these guys are... I don't know. Some of them were so easy to Kamui properly before that when these guys weren't, that threw me off. So this little cave, is that a... well, I guess it's not a cave, it's like a cellar or something. Oh, I felt a vibration here. Oh, I see something over here even. I can't level up my health. So the camera framed this, so this seems like this is where we're supposed to go. So does that mean there's bonus stuff here? Or is this where we're supposed to go? Oh, I can never tell. Oh, wow, okay, this is interconnected. This is where we were. Interesting. So I could have just gone here. But, well, we took the long way around, got to fight some other dudes. That's fine. I mean, I shouldn't be, like, super deathly afraid of using healing items, I suppose, but... oh. I was like, oh shit, I felt the vibration. Okay, well, we're technically still alive. Let's just heal up. Oh, okay. I mean, that could have gone... whoa, the camera there was... I think these are like the easy guys. it's fine. Still worth using the extra meter. Oh yeah, we were here with Yoshitsune before, and he was like, yeah, these doors looked like they would be breakable, but he was too weak. That's good. And we get a chance to get those little chests, which I suppose don't really contain anything of great importance, but, you know, healing item or two, not the worst thing. I can just use one of these, that's fine. Wow, okay, actual healing inside an urn. Oh, this is confusing. Well, should be something inside there. Oh, shit. I didn't quite get the counter there, but that still worked out pretty well. So we'll build up our meter a little bit here. Yeah. Nice, good choice. Good choice! Minitsukeru to okane ga tamariyasuku naru. Interesting. So there's a charm. If we wear it, we earn more money. Okay, I feel a little vibration, so it's probably outside. You can even see the thing on the UI, like, start pulsating. That means we have 3 of them, which means we can level up our health. I mean, I shouldn't I shouldn't take this as like this is our healing method specifically, like save the orbs just for that, but it's good to have that in your back pocket if need be. I guess I'll save that revival thing for until we beat the game. But hey, if that means we actually beat the game, then that's great. I wouldn't necessarily take that for granted. I just like instinctively I just stop when I feel a shaking. But like I don't feel like there's much you can do to avoid. Oh, come on, iframes. Alright, I just completely guessed at the timing, which is probably not the best idea. Yeah, these guys, well, never mind. I was gonna say, they seem to die pretty quickly before, but that's because I hit with a Kamui counter-strike that was meant for someone else. Yeah, they are pretty buff, actually, as it turns out. Not too bad. Did take quite a bit of damage, but... So there, I could move here. Actually, let's go up here, and it's probably going to tell me it's locked. I guess not. Well, I guess I should have gone the other way. Oh, shit.
Where is Yoshitsune?
Oh, we saw that guy in the beginning, didn't we? When I was all demonized. Holy shit.
I will kill Yoshitsune. Bring me Yoshitsune.
Great, I'm in an excellent state to do this fight. Fuck, I definitely pressed square. Huh, we did fight this guy here before. Fuck it, let's heal. Yeah, he's gonna point. Oh, and he dropped shit. Sick. That means we definitely, like, missed some of the... Oh, shit, he's got the fucking Aquaman stabs. Trident Rush. Can't even fucking see him. come. Oh, I mean, that was my bad for stacking the Kamui with like the perfect wrong timing. Because what happened was I was waiting for him to for his attack to start. Where did I save? Well, I can continue, but I think that'll start me from the save point. No, I have this thing, right. This is like a bad place to use it. Well, whatever. Because if that extra stacked timing runs out, he's gonna start moving at a much faster pace all of a sudden. I was trying to do it without stacking, but I mean, we landed once, we got the thing, but obviously it's a good way to deal damage also. Yeah, that takes off half a bar. I'm being so greedy with my attacks. Try to do a heavy attack. Speaking of being greedy. Yeah, we're gonna fucking die even with the revive. Okay. Well, I mean, I guess I didn't see the button prompt, but it didn't feel like I timed it that terribly. Yeah, when the stacking wears off, right as the attack comes, like, nope. But I mean, again, that is on you. Like, it's up to me to decide when I use it. Oh, I feel like... Oh, dude, it's the fucking previous boss fight. Holy shit. Okay. Oh, that sucks. I did exactly that, but I actually... I lucked out a bit there, and I still got it at the right timing. Right, it's her I have to hit, I forgot. Oh, I deflected. Okay. Oh, wow, I got another item. Huh. Giant bone. Oh, I guess I got it from him? From the bone golem thing? Interesting. Well, okay. It's not all bad we have to do this again then. Shininasai. Please die. Right back at you, miss. Well, that pretty much could not really have gone much better. Wow. So we got to a map screen and I just, like, didn't even think to go and save. Surely there's some place we can save in our, like, HQ, right? I mean, technically I could find a save spot. I don't know, that's... Let's go back here. I mean, we should go to the shop, dude, with our newfound stuff anyway. Sell some old crap, I guess. Given that we found like 6 new weapons. Yeah. So there's used to be, like, when we had our old dude hanging out here with us, we could talk to him and save. He's either dead or kidnapped, I'm not sure. I thought he was taken, but Kagekyo seemed to imply that he was dead. But it might, you know... Benkei-sama. There might be someone we can talk to here. Like her, yeah. That'll let us save, so... It's just unusual for the game to not present us with an obvious opportunity for saving before a fight like that. But at the same time, I did kind of take a wrong turn just before the fight, and maybe if I had walked 2 meters in the other direction, there would have been a save point there. But if that's the case, I think I could have asked the game to surface that a little more clearly. Special order. Interesting. Okay, so oh, the spear, the giant bone is a spear part. So we got at least 2 items here. I just hope it's not a thing where, like, I should have, like, I missed... I mean, I definitely missed opportunities for making bosses drop stuff, because I didn't know this was a thing. Like the first time I fought Super Shredder, or just regular Shredder, I guess. But I hope those aren't, like, specific drops, which I now just will never be able to get. I would hope... Well... I was gonna say, but I could go back, but like, no, I can't. I can't go back to the other map, because I'm on the Chapter 3 map. Anyway. Yeah, this one seems kind of... no point in keeping that. Oh, this one's like ancient. $50, $55. Oh, this is the one. Did he like lower his health when he equips it? Something like that. 38 with the ice blade. Yeah, screw this. So we're pretty rich. Of course, the big thing to spend money on are the special crafted weapons, but... yeah, I don't think I need to save this armor either. But I mean, if I have 12k, if I find the other merchant, I guess I could just buy some more healing items. E7. Kabutowari. Like armor piercer. Tojo dekiru hodo no. Sorry, it's like super sharp something something. 67. Nah, man. Nah, man. 49. Wow. That's a big step up. $85. Okay. Okay. Well, fuck it. We got fucking $12,000 here. Let's spend them. Let's get a new outfit. Black armor served me well, but let's get a purple-ish poison-resistant thing, I guess. Sure. And Yoshitsune, yes, equip it. Thank you. Yeah, he'll go from 30 to 49. That seems like quite the upgrade. Which I guess means we can... yeah, I think 24 with fire resistance versus 49. I think I can sell this. So let's switch back to... it's kind of nice. I mean, I guess we can't really quite appreciate it in here in this dank cave. But the purple and gold, that's a nice combination. I like the white trim. Let's switch to Yoshitsune real quick so he can... man, I love this look too. The blue, purple, black, and white. It's such a nice color combination. I'm sad to have to level up his armor, but maybe the next one looks even cooler. Who knows? So sword-wise... yeah, 5 increase in power, but a drastically lowered HP. Fairly drastically. About 10%, I guess? It feels like a lot, but if you think of it, almost at 600... yeah, 10% I guess isn't that bad. I mean, dude, any game that lets you play dress up is a better game for it. Like, there's no such thing as a game that is not made better by allowing you to play dress up. That's just fact. Let's try this. Glowy purple blade. Looks pretty cool. Armor. Well, it's got kind of a different design to it, it looks like. Yeah. You know, actually this one also rocks that kind of... Well, it's not quite purple, it's like indigo kind of in gold. I like it. I like it. I'm trying to think. No, I still think we want to play as Benkei.
Yoshitsune dono. Watashi ga mairimashou ka.
Ai.
Understood.
Spend more time painting cars in Need for Speed Heat. I mean, dude, it's like the WWE games. You spend like 6 hours making two wrestlers and making their intro and shit, and then you play a match for 2 minutes and you're like, oh right, shit, this sucks ass. That's how it tends to go for me, at least. Probably should have saved after all that shit, but if need be, and I guess there wasn't anywhere to buy. I didn't look very thoroughly, did I? I'm such a dumbass. Because I think that I thought we would enter from the same place as we left, but no. At least the load times are really fast. I think the maybe the other merchant was down there too? Because that's him right here, isn't it? Irashai. Yeah, it is. It's got a little box in its back and everything. Guy comes prepared. Yeah, like we can buy enough healing items to not really have to worry about it. And still have decent money left for if we happen to get the last ingredient for a special order weapon. We could hopefully at least sell... By the time we come back with that, we'll probably have picked up another 2 or 3 weapons, so we could sell something and we should have enough. Yeah, like I keep having to remind myself that I'm not playing this in some backwards compatibility mode or something. Like, the game fades out. It's not like... Should have saved. Whatever. It's not like God of War where it's like very cleverly hidden and there are no real like transitions or anything. Like, it still behaves like you would expect. It's just like I think it didn't really dawn on me until now that the screen fades out, but there's no like now loading. There is no loading screen really, which is like kind of crazy. Press the button there. I fucked it up. I just happened to hit him. I happened to dodge him with my regular attack. I got so like I didn't actually wait for the prompt. I could tell that there was no prompt, but I still, like, I got too spooked by the attack. The incoming attack that I just pressed the button anyway. Oh, I love it when that shit happens. It's really cool, like, the way you just sort of manipulate or, like, control their attacks. I guess this is a lot faster when you only have to do that fight once instead of 3 times. But the spacing can kind of have it end up in different ways. Mistimed that. It didn't look like it, but I definitely pressed the button too early there. Oh yeah, level up. Run over here. There's a big armored guy coming up here too, right? That was weird. Yeah, because I knew I wouldn't get a prompt because he actually... I missed the counter on that guy. Should hit both? Yeah. There we go. Oh, okay. Whew. I thought I fucked that up, but... Oh, I killed him. Okay. Thought I'd have to do that again, but... Or how much they're abusing streaming. I mean, the game definitely... My PS2 is making noises fairly frequently. It's like, it's loading right now. But it's gotta be like, I don't know, preloading shot. It's whatever it's doing, it's quite impressive. I mean, it would have been especially so at the time. Right now, you kind of... Right. Nice, okay. I was expecting the archers to fire, but... Thank you. Dude, the hit stop is fucking immaculate. Yeah, the combat is like... I didn't think super much of it to begin with. But... I've come to really appreciate it. Oh, I got one of them. That's more than I ever got before. Some gold. Which will also help us if we're gonna want to buy more stuff, obviously. So we can just take this route now. Who do we fight here? Yeah, these guys, of course. And order someone. I flinched. You gotta really keep your cool. It's pretty hard, even when you have the button prompt, like, you really want to be able to see what they're doing, and when you can't see them, it sure makes it harder. Oh, that worked out. It's a really interesting way to kind of get this, like, you have a fairly straightforward, typical 3D, like, combat, but you also get these, like, samurai movie, like, counter strike, like, super fast, sudden attacks. Like, it's an interesting system for doing it. It's really cool. Like, I really like the way it works because relative to... Oh, yeah, fuck, this part. Compared to, like, just... having a parry system that lets you parry, like, it's actually... It's easier to do this than... I mean, the game does also have, like, regular parries. But they're... I mean, they don't happen very often. So this, like, gives you a way to... Like, it sets up those situations more frequently. Plus, the actual, like, effects and stuff are pretty damn cool. Yeah, the different characters are... That's a good point, too. Like... I feel like this is a game that could have just had the one character. Like, it's not... You know... It wouldn't have necessarily felt weird. But, you know, instead of one, you have two. And... They are both really fun to use. For kind of different reasons and in different ways. Which isn't, you know... It's nothing to sneeze at, really. Are the rocks gonna fall again is the question. I guess they are. this is a bit dumb because, like, what can you really do about this? All right, so here we go. I actually think the meter system is really cool too. The way it's like being aggressive and fighting normally builds up the meter like pretty quickly. All right, I kept thinking I can roll, but you don't have a roll with this guy. The recovery on that is like ridiculous. All right, gonna give myself some more space. Fuck that up. At least I didn't get hit. I'm still in the mode though. Well, I was. Oh, fuck. Okay. Well, I gotta hit it at least once to make him drop whatever it is he's dropping, but that shouldn't be a problem. Fucking guard crush. Oh! Okay, we got him. Did we hit him? Yes. Okay. Good. Abort his attack. Yeah, I used it. I stacked it too soon, so I had to panic a little bit and guess the timing. Like the additional slowdown when you use the second Kamui is so significant that in terms of like real time, how much of their attack you sort of cancel out is not a very long period of time at all. So it's very easy to mistime it. Oh, shit. Okay, we should be okay though. At least if I can do this. That's bad. That's bad. I'm standing in this thing. Fuck. Fuck, fuck, fuck. Okay. Oh, wait, what the fuck? Okay. Still better to use the healing item there than... yes, thank you very much for the community effort there of reaching the challenge and unlocking the next bonus Friday stream. Okay. There we go. Oh, why does he do this attack? Am I standing too close? What's going on? I mean, we should still kill him, but... that had me really confused. Dude, I wonder if... would that have given me a second drop?
Kill Yoshitsune.
I don't think so, bub. That was a cool fight. Let me catch up with chat. Yeah, like the meter, like it's easy come, easy go, kind of like you build meter very fast so that like you never feel like you have to, like once I started realizing like what the meter was and kind of how it worked, even like a little bit, I started immediately feeling very liberal about using it, which I think, again, like I agree, that's great design. Like it's valuable enough that you want to make use of it. You're eager to make sure you get good use of it, but you're not like stingy. You're not afraid of wasting it, really, because like if it works out, you tend to kind of build it back even faster. And yeah, it's kind of cool. Like, I'm realizing too, like using the sort of stacked. Yeah, I'm going back to save. The second Kamui is kind of like you shouldn't ever like double tap it to use it as quickly as possible. Like most enemies will make it pretty clear who's going to attack, and then they'll do a little pose, and then once they start sort of attacking, nope, you go up here. That's when you need to, like, that guy's a great example, because he will, you know, sort of gesture and twirl his spear a little bit, point it at you, and then he will get ready and attack. So there's like a whole animation before the actual sort of tell. Oh yeah, let's just check in here real quick then. And if you don't wait until the tell, the actual like weapon startup, then you will waste like sick. Okay, that was the last part we needed. An ice spear. Yeah, it's been a whole like 3 minutes since we got a new. Well, actually, it's not even a spear. It is a club or a pole. Well, plus 13 damage, and it's like a fucking sick legendary secret weapon. I guess we're gonna have to order it. Koro tsukuru no kai? Do you want me to make this? Sure, because it's not like... surely the items are not like optional for which weapon we would use it for. Well, if that was the case, they would already show up, right? So at the very least, we get to experience this system. Oh, cool little sound effects. Oh, I can buy a second one. Or did it just not... Yeah, it's still available. That's funny. I guess if we get more of these parts, we can craft it. That seems like a peculiar system. Oh, interesting. Some of these seem like I can't sell them. Yeah, the fire stick over here doesn't seem like something I would... want or need. Well, this one I don't know. So the red and blue colors indicate which one's equipped. But I'm assuming... Yeah. So it's what kaitorenai na. Okay, yeah, he just says it's currently equipped, so I don't know, but... Maybe this one... So these, yeah, these were the gifts we got from the Golden Temple Spirit thing. So maybe there's some, like, story significance to them, which will make sense of why we can't... Well, I guess we can sell this armor. I kind of want to keep it. It was very nice looking. We can keep it. I'm not... Anytime I'm going to need to buy anything, I'll be able to sell that armor then if I need it, so... Save. Let's not forget to save, which is the reason we came here, basically. Wait, what did she say? Or, like, she's like... 絶対3人で無事に帰ってきてくださいね. Just like, please come back safely. She made it sound like it's about... We're about to... embark, or like... leave? Like, go on a... その最終決戦に挑む. Like, okay, it says we're literally about to embark on the final battle. So are we at... Is this the end of the game? Are we at the final boss? Because, like, when I talked to her... What I was, like, reacting to... Okay, we don't get the same comment again. I was like, oh, wait, is she saying that we're about to finish this chapter? The implications appears to be that we're about to go to the fated showdown. The decisive final battle. I mean, I guess we did defeat his, like, second in command. Now I'm like torn because I gotta cut stream pretty soon. Or I would want to anyway. But do I want to save like one fight? I mean, I don't know. This could be a whole section before the fight. No idea. Oh, this is a cool looking weapon. Matches the armor really well too. Okay, yeah, we were here before. Like, it's kind of... It's a little weird in a way that there's, like... Oh, knock him into the water. Right, I forgot about that. There's great variety in the environments, but there's, like, not that many environments. There's, like, 2 areas, and we're back to the first one, but it's all purple. For what I guess is the final area. I mean, the game's been awesome, and it's been gorgeous, and I've been enjoying it, so it's not a complaint. I'm just, like, finding it kind of funny that that would be the case. Man, I'm feeling like... I'm so torn, though, because... I might feel right now that there's, like, very little left of the game, which appears to be the case given what the game is telling us. But if I can't beat the game in, like, the next 10 minutes, then we're not beating the game tonight anyway. So, if there's, like... half an hour left, I would rather save that half hour than play 10 to 15 minutes of it and leave 20 minutes for the next stream, you know? Did someone request art from this game? Nope. You're welcome to do so before I end the stream if you would like to. Yeah, so I think we'll just we'll take the last few minutes here of stream tonight to just reflect on tonight's experiences, and we'll save the destined final battle for Thursday. I mean, I didn't know what to make of the length of this game, what to expect, but the way it had these like chapter sections, like chapter 2 felt really short. Maybe it's just felt that way because we did half of it yesterday. GENJI redeemed, draw this game. There we go. I was starting to feel a little bit confident, I don't know, relaxed about my art queue being dwindling down after I didn't exactly take time off, but it was a little bit of a delay, but I finished the Hyper Crazy Climber artwork yesterday. Yeah, the queue will never, like, it seems to be fate. Whenever I'm down to like 3 pictures to draw, someone will come along to request something new. But that, I mean, that's by design. It works just fine. I'm not upset about it, but I'm like, sometimes I feel a little bit of pressure. But again, even that's by design because it makes me draw. It makes me make sure, I mean, just like the schedule for the stream, right? I mentioned earlier tonight that having just a slight bit of external pressure that I put on myself in terms of wanting to maintain a schedule can sometimes, you know, make it so that I end up streaming instead of feeling like, I don't know if I want to do it today. And then I do it, and honestly, tonight I was feeling like, I'm kind of tired. It's been a busy day at work. But now I'm like, dude, this game fucking sick. It's awesome. I'm so happy I played it tonight. So it works out well. And having the very slight external pressure of the art request stuff makes it also make me feel like I kind of have to make sure to put some time into drawing, and whenever I do, I'm happy about it. So, I mean, I've produced so much more art in the last... How long has it been? Almost a year and a half of doing the art request. Like, I feel like I've been so much more prolific with drawing than I have. I mean, it's a double-edged sword in a way, because there's a lot of other stuff I don't do that much art outside of these. Let me start with the double whammy. All right. Okay, sure. I'll Luckily, I have a few other illustrations to get to before I have to worry too much about it. But I'm happy it worked out this way too, because I mean, I guess that tends to happen naturally with games that I play, that I spend a little more time with, that resonate with an audience, that like I will have more to draw from when deciding how to draw the game. It can be a little tricky sometimes if it's like a game like this. If someone had redeemed this in the first 10 minutes and after half an hour I stopped playing, like I would have to do a lot of extra research to even figure out what's in the game and what to draw. But if we actually beat the game, or even just having played it as far as we have now, it's yeah, there's plenty for me to pick from. There's some cool ass creatures and monsters and shit too. It's gonna be yeah, I have to do a lot of thinking. Yeah, but I think this is one of those games where I'm absolutely happy. I don't think I would have necessarily chosen to do this myself otherwise, but I'm happy to take the challenge. And that's the other thing that I love about doing these requests. Like, it's pushing me to do stuff draw things I otherwise wouldn't, and I have to get creative and come up with ideas for things that, like, for some games I just, you know, I'd be happy to draw something like that completely, you know, regardless. But when it's either a game I'm like, frankly, not super enthused about, or it's an art style that's so foreign, or whatever it might be, like, I have to really think about it. But it can also be something like this that I think it's a super cool game, but the aesthetics and the style of it, like, a lot of it is so far away from my sort of style and wheelhouse that I would definitely have to go out of my comfort zone to try to draw something from this game. So, and part of that, I think, is not just that stylistically it's different from what I would usually draw, but also it's highly elaborate, which means that it's kind of intimidating. But I've drawn stuff from games that I've felt very intimidated by that actually turned out pretty well. I'm not equally happy with every single piece of art that I make for this stuff, but very rarely have I put up together something that I feel like unhappy with, like completely unhappy with. So yeah, I mean, I think like the environments are gorgeous in this game, and that's super like not my thing to draw. It's not a thing I'm typically very inspired by in the first place. But I mean, just Yoshitsune and Benkei, they're both really cool characters. I'd be happy to draw the two of them. That would be simple enough. But the fucking skull golem thing, like, holy shit, was that a sick design. Even the sun god bird was very interesting, and it would be a hell of a challenge to figure out how to represent how that looked in the game. Do I like draw the characters at all? Like, I don't know. Like, there's a lot of options. There's a lot of possibilities there. But I think I think Flash Hiders is the next one in the queue, and I forget. I mean, I guess we can do this. Flash Hiders, G Gundam, right, G Gundam. This is scrolling by really slow, so let me take a look. Alpine Racer 3, right? That's a very, actually, let me just add this here then. Just do some live stream editing here. Genji. And who's the second? Lamisar, you did the request, right? Yeah. There we go. Yeah, Gundam's gonna be... I don't think I'll draw an actual Gundam, but maybe part of one. We'll see. I was able to skate by pretty well with the what's it called? The shit. Megatudo. Yeah, we got some very appropriate Juga Gotoku Kenzan music. Well, I guess I should hop on over here. Because this is the end of the stream. We'll finish this game on Thursday. But before I leave you, let's figure out who we're raiding.